Five Nights at Freddy's. That's right, everyone. Today, we're not talking about Pikmin for once. Today, I'm here with my boy Will, and we're going to talk about our recent, trek through FNAF 1.
Hello everybody, my name is Will, I hate Pikmin, and I love Five Nights at Freddy's. This is my first time playing the game, and I've never played a Pikmin before.
Okay, get out.
Oh.
I wish I could say I have a vast history with the FNAF series, but I honestly don't. I remember trying out the first 3 games as they first released, and the great hype surrounding the lore and MatPat. But I never got super into the series myself. Mostly because my mom didn't want me playing horror games at 12 years old, but also because I was a little wuss-puss.
I remember when the game came out before I was into horror at all, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it was the scariest thing I had ever seen up to that point. Maybe the second scariest, the Endermen from Minecraft did a number on me. Similar to Aiden though, I was drawn to it for a number of reasons, mainly the lore. I'd never heard of a video game series with so much story that was left almost entirely for the player to figure out. It was fascinating to a young Will, and I spent a lot of time braving scuffed CGI robots so I could learn if the phone guy was in fact Purple Guy.
Playing FNAF is a weird experience with 2 people. On one hand, we have Will, scared out of his mind at every moment.
I believe in sister location, the character you Fuck this game!
And on the other hand, we have me. My style when playing the game is something I can only describe as clinical. I check 2 cameras and only get annoyed when I get jump scared. I got that Pikmin player in me.
My style of gameplay can be described as frantic and panicked.
Everything I just said is true. However, I do have to admit that I get scared at the start of my play sessions usually. Especially during certain test recordings. Starting with Night 1, we did great. Keep your standards low, y'all. Us beating Night 1 is actually pretty impressive. We had some mishaps.
Well, oh no. No.
But it went well for the most part, until 3 a.m. when we received a weird phone call. Well, it appears we're receiving a phone call.
We'll pick it up.
Hello?
Hello?
Scott
Cawthon?
No, 'tis I, Freddy Fazbear himself. You people will not survive my pizzeria.
Freddy, what do you mean by you people?
You know.
Well, Freddy hung up!
Why do you call us you people?
I don't know! Night 2 was certainly one for the books. Unlike Night 1, where you can kind of just sit there and win, Night 2 is where the game goes, I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye, and wrecks all your Okay, not really. It's more like going from Super Weenie Hut Juniors to normal Weenie Hut Juniors. But to us, it might as well have been. We got super hung up on this night for like 40 minutes, failing over and over again. Screw you, Bonnie.
I bet you were the one that bit that kid's frontal lobe off.
Yeah. As the Holy Book says, though, those who lose eventually win. And boy did we win. Barely, but still. It's all statistics, y'all. Night 3 was easy, albeit a bit stressful. We spent most of the night just waiting for Foxy, the animatronic who never came.
No, he's gonna run.
This did give us some time, though, to theorize about the upcoming movie.
But I feel like such a scary part of this game is the fact that you can't move. And so, in a movie, how are they gonna translate that? Because it looks like they're doing a lot of walking around in that movie. Are they more likely to show the spring lock scene or the Bite of 87?
I think the Bite of 87, because we've seen the spring lock.
And it's clear that our boy Will here does not believe in Josh Hutcherson. The great Peter Malark turned Mike Schmidt.
More like Peter Malarkey, am I right?
It's not funny to make fun of people's names, Will. It's not funny.
Okay, a Dan.
Much to our delight, or disappointment for some of us, it only took an hour to do nights 1 through 3.
That was only an hour?
Yeah.
Still think we suck at FNAF? Hold up, I'm actually receiving another phone call. Yep, that is a ditto for Night 4.
Was that Peter Malarkey?
There's Bonnie.
Where are these guys getting their phone plans?
Gregory. We spent this penultimate night, not counting nights 6 and 7, those are way too hard, getting scared by practically nothing, or Foxy.
As well.
And making a few heteronormative remarks about Foxy and Mangle.
Aren't Foxy and Mangle like in love?
What?
They're both like foxes.
What fanfiction are you reading?
For crying out loud, y'all, they're a boy and a girl fox. They're practically a match made in heaven. OTP!
The P stands for Peter Malark.
We did suffer a power outage at the end of the night, though, which definitely wasn't my fault. But despite this, we still won.
Yo!
Because when you're with Will, you only take dubs, baby. That's 1 W and 2 L's.
That means we have 2 L's coming up.
Night 5. Will we succumb, or will we survive and thrive? Yeah, we lost. Now, I'll admit, we've had less than great power management throughout our playthrough, but we always survived the night, even just barely. Night 5, though, is a completely different beast entirely. As if the previous nights weren't hard enough, with Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy coming for you, it becomes nearly impossible once Freddy decides to start spawn camping you. I'll save you the semantics since I bet most people understand Freddy's AI to a good enough degree, but even with the top tier strats courtesy of the FNAF wiki, we couldn't do jack against him. And by the way, while in the beginning Will and I were switching off every other night or every death, Will fully noped out by this point. I was fully on my own to deal with Freddy's wrath.
Now, to be fair, that's not entirely true. He was not fully on his own because every time I had played, we would run out of power by about 2 a.m. We were willingly trading off for good, and I did not nope out. I stood right over there while he sat here and played. So in all forms except physical, I was 100% with him.
You're currently ruining my narrative about you.
Well, I think it's time that the truth has come to light. That I am a incredibly brave boy.
Like I said, Freddy would not leave the west corner camera. Dude was waiting for us with those cold, haunting eyes. I wonder what he's thinking. Probably something about kids. Moving on, we completely failed this night. The first time. And then the second time. And then again, and again, and again. If Freddy didn't break into the office, then we ran out of power. It was a never-ending spiral of death and nose honking. We were doomed. Eventually, we gave up, because Will wanted to eat his burrito.
Making a burrito.
And I have a video to make. But all in all, I had a good time playing the game. It holds up decently well, and now I'm fully prepared to see the movie. But one question remains. What about that bite of 87? They never tell us? Come on, Scott. Really, dude?
You see the bite of 83?
Not enough, my guy.